Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Little Frenchie in Big Texas. I am Anne. And in this video, it's gonna be short. I wanna share with you something I saw on TV this weekend. It was on the Sunday morning business news on Fox. And I first listened to it and I was like, no way, this can be true. You know, sometimes with the media, you have to double check what they say. But she was interviewing Governor Abbott of Texas, and what was actually interesting is that I taped it and I watched it again. And his reaction is very interesting because he does not deny it. He just uses the information for his own agenda pretty much, but does not deny it, which means it is true. And that's very scary. I know some of you follow this channel and live in Houston, in the Houston area, and wow. And at the same time, there was a news of a shooting in the Montrose neighborhood that I will share with you as well at the end of this video. What's going on in Texas? This is very scary.
Personnel on the border to secure the border. That's exactly why Texas has 10,000 National Guard and Texas Department of Public Safety officers on the border. That's why we are erecting these barriers on the border. And it's exactly why Texas is building its own border wall.
Exactly. And one of my sources told me about the lawlessness happening in Houston. He told me there are 400,000 new people in Houston right now because there are getaway cars picking them up from the border, driving them to Houston. In fact, I was told one of the biggest businesses in Houston right now is producing fake documents. That these companies that produce fake documents for these illegals are just soaring. What's going on in Houston? And by the way, a federal judge is insisting that the Biden administration re-implement Remain in Mexico, but my sources on the ground said, I'll believe it when I see it. They still think they're going to blow off the law. Your thoughts on what's going on in Houston as well as this Remain in Mexico policy? Real quick, sir.
So the Remain Mexico, that was a result of a lawsuit brought by Texas against the Biden administration where a federal judge ruled in our favor, compelling the Biden administration to reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy. Of course, we are apprehensive about the extent to which the Biden administration will reimpose it. However, the news reports are that they are going to begin doing it. I think they've gotten agreement by the Mexican government to begin that process beginning this weekend and early next week. But of course, as usual, we'll believe it when we see it. With regard to these crimes that you're talking about taking place, listen, this is part of cartel activity. The cartels are advertising on TikTok to get drivers to assist and then moving illegal immigrants around the state of Texas. It's an issue that the Texas Department of Public Safety is working to crack down upon, but it shows the extent to which Texas law enforcement officers have to step up and deal with the challenges that are created by the Biden administration importing illegal activity into our country and into our state.
All right, we will leave it there. Governor, thanks very much for your leadership. Good to talk with you this morning.
Well, apparently, there are some new hot jobs in Houston, not just oil and gas. And while this is happening, look what happened in the Montrose neighborhood during the week. Flurry of gunfire, over a dozen gunshots and bullet holes in houses. At the Montrose area, for those who are not from Houston, it is a rather nice neighborhood. It was kind of like hype place to go to be at a few years back when I moved in.
A flurry of gunfire heard on surveillance.
That's what it was.
Alerting Montrose neighbors.
These were really close, really fast, and really loud.
Leaving marks too close to home.
And then noticed that one had come through my second story window.
Hitting a speaker just a few doors down.
Fireworks. Really, that's what I thought initially.
Nelma Tavares.
I moved from France. I just bought this house.
Heard the sounds sitting downstairs. The next morning,
I saw the light through the curtain. I just installed the curtain 2 days ago because I just moved in.
This.
I look at the ceiling and the bullet is actually hanging in the ceiling.
Multiple gunshots.
On the top of the window, at least 3.
Same reaction.
I was just scared. I got on the phone, called 911. The police finally showed up an hour and a half later.
Now they hope to be heard.
Seeing more police officers patrol would be a good idea.
Because
the worst could have happened. had I been anywhere else, who knows?
So I don't want to scare anybody here. Just wanted to share this information because I think we need to know what's going on here. What's going on at the border, what's going on in the major cities, and just be prepared and watch out our surroundings. So thank you all for watching.